Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is a huge day. It is the first day of 2023 that I have thought about this Miata. So today we're going to be fixing one of the biggest issues that I found with the car. At the last track day I did not post that video, but I will insert some clips once I explain the issue. So at the last track day, one of the biggest issues I experienced was misshifting. So every time I went from second to third at high RPMs, I was basically going from second to fifth. So fifth was where third should be. And I've been reading up on the forums, been reading up a lot of stuff. They say that engine mounts could be the main cause for this. So today, we're replacing those. So I'm really excited to do this upgrade. I've heard it's pretty simple, but my car does have power steering and air conditioning, so there might be a lot going on the driver's side, but let's bring you all along for the journey. Let's insert some clips of me misshifting. Now that I have the car in the air, let's go through kind of like some of what we're gonna do here. So far, like from the ground. So yeah, there's one bolt that we can see like right there. Then if we look way back there, there's at least 3 bolts. I think only one of them is in frame right now. But basically, I'm gonna try to take those off and then hopefully just squeeze it through one of these holes in the subframe to be able to get the mount off. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes smooth. So we ended up getting the passenger side engine mount out. I'm a little surprised. This is not completely broken. I'm kind of upset about it. But as you can see, maybe you can see it, there's like a little bit of wear here. I'm basically just trying to find anything to justify doing this job. But anyway, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to take this nut out, and I think this whole rubber mount should come out then. And then we'll assemble it. So we'll be back in a minute. So actually, I looked at this again. So the other mount was sitting flush in here, where you see like these 2 little like divot or locking holder things. That's where you're gonna put it inside of the little, I think it's like a dust shield or something is what they called it, a heat shield for this. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll put this in here and I will show you all it assembled in a little bit. Alright, so I finally got this back together. This is a passenger side motor mount again. The job has been pretty quick so far. I would say it's only been about not that much time. And basically just a couple things to keep in mind. Again, line these up with the proper thing from this dust shield, or I think it's a heat shield is what I saw it called in one video. Doesn't really look like a heat shield to me. But anyway, so what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to put this back in the engine bay again, but I'm gonna put the bolts that go into the block, I'm gonna put those in first, and then we're gonna try and lower the engine back down into the right hole in the subframe. So we'll see how that goes. I guess I should talk a little bit about what these mounts are, right? So basically the OEM mounts are like really soft, and I got some that are about 40% stiffer, so you could think of these as like they're similar to the Mazda competition mounts. I think they're supposed to be 40% stiffer or something like that. Don't quote me. But anyway, I'm expecting to see like a little bit of like NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness increase on the car, but nothing too crazy. So we'll see how this goes. But anyway, let me get back to the project. I'll show you the finished result. So we got the engine mount off of the driver's side. I'm really excited this time because I think this one's actually a lot more broken. So you can see a little bit of separation there. There's a whole lot of separation here. I can move it like with my hand. Yeah, I can move it with my hand, which is not good. So I really hope this upgrade is going to be worth it. I keep saying that in every clip, but I mean it. Cool. So the trick to this one, in a car that has both AC and power steering, basically like all of that's in the way, plus the exhaust manifold. So essentially what I did, I had to take it off in pieces out of the car. So the first thing I did was take the heat shield little piece off first. Once I got that piece off and snaked it out, then I separated these two, the actual engine mount from the little brace that actually attaches to the block. And once that was done, everything came out in pieces. So I'm expecting it to go in pieces as well. I'm not really looking forward to that because I think that's going to be really difficult, but we will see. So I guess you'll hear about it in the next one. All right, so now comes like the hardest part of this whole install. Basically, we're putting this engine mount back on the driver's side, and there's a whole lot of stuff in the way down here. So basically, kind of like I said before, I had to take things off in pieces. So basically, I'm going to do this like the reverse of how I took it out. So I think this piece came off last, so I'm going to throw this one down here first. So another thing to point out is I snaked it in through the top. I didn't really do a whole lot through the bottom. I might have to go through the bottom. It might make life a little bit easier, but we'll kind of see as we go along here. But more or less, I'm gonna snake each piece in through here, and then I'm gonna have to assemble this like actually like down in near the subframe. So it's gonna be a challenge, but hopefully it goes pretty smooth. So after about 4 hours, we managed to finish this job. We replaced both of the engine mounts. It wasn't too bad on the passenger side. You can get that one out in maybe like, honestly, maybe like 30 minutes, if that. The driver's side is hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. Take the exhaust manifold off. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Just do that. I didn't, but we managed to get it off. Thanks to Danielle, who's over here. She was able to like get her small hands like in here to actually like get everything started, so that's great. So now it's time to see whether this was worth it. So you know, we'll see if the engine is still like shaking side to side. That was the whole install. As you can see, there's a, I would say like slightly less engine movement whenever you're revving the car, you know, stationary. I would say like when you're inside, you can see you can actually see like the transmission doesn't rock quite as much, but I don't know if it's placebo or not. But I'll get some driving shots of this in the future, and you know, we'll test it out on track, of course. Always going to the track to test these things out. But until the next time, see y'all later. Stay safe. Peace.